ERLC has just released a new update. Let's go over everything added. So as you can see, ERLC has completely updated the River City Fire Department. So when you spawn into Station 1 on the Fire Department team, you can see they completely changed the interior and exterior of the Fire Department, and it looks amazing. Walking over here into the front office, you can see they completely changed this, and it looks way better than before. Right here, it says River City Fire Department, and it's red, and then they have a front desk area, and going through this door, you can see this really cool image on the wall, and this looks amazing. This wall decal is something that I was not expecting, and it really fits the vibe of the River City Fire Department. Heading into the conference room, you can see a meeting table and a board that says training, staffing, incidents, hydrants, and then notes. Now next to this door you can see a keypad. Now currently these don't have any function, but it would be really cool if they did. Heading through these double doors you can see the leaderboards over here on the right, and on the left you can see an image that says River City Fire and Rescue. Heading straight and making a right here you can see the Assistant Chief's office, which looks pretty cool in my opinion with the desk and the name tag and then the image behind them. Heading into the room next to it, which is the dispatch center, it looks pretty much identical to the one in the police department. However, there is a board that says status board, units available, units out, active incidents, shift reminders, and dispatch desk A, radio channel 7. Now heading through these two doors, this is the training room, which is really cool in my opinion. The amount of detail and effort going into this station already is really insane. They added another board over here, which looks really cool. This is pretty much like the briefing room that they have at the police department. And heading out of there and into the fire chief's office, you can see it looks pretty much the same to the other office we already looked at, except a bit nicer. Now heading on to the other side of the station, going into the sleeping quarters over here, you can see that there are 2 bunk beds, and then a desk, and then a few closets over here. Now if you go straight ahead and take another right, you can see it's a pretty much duplicated room over here. Now heading out into this hallway, you can see that this is the living quarters with a kitchen over here, living/TV room over here, and a gym over here, and this is a lot more detailed than the previous one. Now going into here, you can see they completely updated this room with the new uniform area. And that is pretty much the new River City Fire Department. Additionally, ERLC's added a gun store in downtown Springfield. So upon entering the gun store, the first thing you see is a sign that says Liberty Guns and Ammo and this cool front desk showing off all the weapons. So if you go over here into this corner, you can shop weapons at this computer over here where a worker would be. On this wall you can see precision starts here with a bunch of ammo crates, and entering this shooting range, you can see some safety rules. Treat every firearm as if it's loaded, keep the muzzle pointed at a safe direction, and wear eye and ear protection. Now the detail on this looks amazing over here, so if you go ahead and grab a gun and I start shooting at this, you can see that the body parts finally light up where you're shooting. On the side over here, you can see that there are settings for your row. Heading onto the other side of the store, you can see some more weapons on the wall over here, some ammo boxes, magazines, weapon safes, and differently colored weapon safes, which is something we have not seen in ERLC before. And then we have some TVs on the wall over here, and this store is extremely detailed. Heading onto the exterior over here, this looks exactly like I thought it would look, and it looks really good. Now the River City gun store has also changed, so when you go inside, you can see that there's now a TV over here. There's some seating over here, and the floor has changed as well. This part has changed with a new gun selection. So if you go over here, you can see the new logo for Liberty County Guns and Ammo. And heading into the range, you can see more safety rules over here, and it also says keep clear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I don't know if it said that before, but once again, this is a pretty cool addition and makes ERLC a lot more detailed. All 3 gas stations in ERLC have been updated to a new interior. So I'm at the River City gas station, and it looks completely different on the inside. There's now Cheeto things, like smart chips, chocolate bars, candy. They have their own brands of candy. They added the Bloxy Cola vending machines in here. This is a new staff room, which looks really cool. They have a new carpet over here. Their new theme is like a lighter tealish blue, which I really like. They changed its counter and all these shelf models. They moved the ATM over here and added a sign here that says ATM. And this wall right here, beverages, with a bunch of different drinks such as Coca-Cola, milk, other sodas, like this looks like Fanta, Mountain Dew, Sprite, all of that good stuff. This interior looks amazing. These plants over here, thank you for shopping with us, and of course this amazing skylight. Now you'll notice that when you spawn in Springfield, you no longer spawn behind the newly added gun store, you now spawn behind the fire department in this warehouse over here, which is really cool. So there's a car spawner here, and a car spawner here, and then when you spawn your car, you spawn in the gas station parking lot. Now there are some new changes around the map, such as some new turn lanes, and a new roundabout on the map. So if I head over here towards the tool store, you can see there's a sign over here that says Fairfax Road East, Arbor Lane North, and Arbor Lane South. So if I go over here, now we are going to be on Fairfax Road. So if you head to the police department, you can see there's now a fence around the parking lot just like the sheriff's office. So this sign here says authorized vehicles only. So if you're on the PD team or the sheriff team, you can go up here, click enter, and it'll open the gate for you. And then if you go out this side, it'll also open the gate automatically for you. This combats civilians just entering the parking lot for no reason and interrupting roleplay, so this is great for private servers. Now the police team has a lot of new customization features, so let's go into it. So heading on to the police team, you can actually customize some new things on your vehicle. So if I go ahead and load in, for example, my Mustang, and I click customize and I go to vehicle accessories, you can see that now I have the option to add a laptop, and you can kind of see it inside of there. Let me spawn it in so you guys can see it more clearly. So if you check the interior of this vehicle here, you can see that now that I enabled the laptop, it's now in the vehicle, and you can kind of see it over here on this passenger seat. Additionally, there's an ELS control thing over here, which is really cool and makes roleplay more enhanced. Additionally, if I go ahead and enable a spotlight and I spawn the vehicle once again, you can see that now that I go into free cam to see the vehicle interior, there's now a switch over here to access your spotlight, which is really cool. Now there's one more thing I'd like to mention for private server owners and co-owners, or people with the helper command in a private server. If you go into free cam using Shift P, if you click Z, your camera now tilts, and if you click C, it tilts the other way, which is really cool. This is a new Roblox feature that ERLC has just implemented into their free cam system. Now ERLC did call this a small update, and there is an update coming at the end of August, so if this is a small update, I can only imagine what the big update will be at the end of August. This is supposed to be a quality of life update. Yeah, we have interiors on many buildings and a bunch of new features that are really cool. I personally really like this update, but let me know down in the comments, did you guys like this update? I did live stream waiting for this update, so if you want to tune into my next live stream, make sure you like and subscribe so you can be notified for videos, posts, and future live streams.